Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Navora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 3 of 75, and yesterday we started taking care of some of the various tasks that the people here in the city of Gridania have asked us to help them with. We've completed all the level 1s and level 2 quests except for one, and it's back here at the Lancers Guild because this level 1 quest is actually a legitimate quest. And so we'll have Jillian, we'll talk to her about it. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? Yes, I have. So Jillian wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the guild by accepting this quest. Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Yuane know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. And so, with the quest accepted, let's speak with Guildmaster Yuane, this fine gentleman right here. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. Though you have doubtless brandished a spear before this day, and perhaps even in earnest, you still have a long way to go before you may call yourself a Lancer in sooth. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced Lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we Lancers forego plate, favouring armour of leather and chain, such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A Lancer's worth may be measured quite simply, in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defences. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield, for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus, it has been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a Lancer make. Faced with unfavourable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true Lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? Well, that is why I am here. And of course, to honor my high school, whose teams were known as the Lancers. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. But I neglected to introduce myself. I am Yuane, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged, I hereby assign you your first task. A trial to be precise. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon, and learn to gauge such things as distance, you ought to go forth and brandish your spear with reckless abandon. Wow, that's quite a bit of encouragement there. The squirrels, ladybugs, and funguals that roam outside the city should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let's say, 3 of each, and then report back to me. And so, we have received his task to go out into the field. So I'm going to get there the fastest way possible, and that is to use the return spell to, well actually, I could use the return spell to warp myself back to the Aethernet, to the main Aetherite crystal, but just for demonstration purposes, I'll use the Aethernet shard right here. Okay, we're back at the Aetherite Plaza, and so now we can begin going south to the only place we can go for right now where we can start defeating enemies. Because, yeah, we're actually going to start fighting enemies in this episode. Hooray! Yeah, I bet you've been wondering, when are we actually going to start defeating enemies? Well, the time has finally come. It takes today 3, but we are actually going to start engaging in combat by passing through the Blue Badger Gate and entering the Black Shroud, which is the forest that surrounds Gridania. And so we're going to go into the Central Shroud. And so this is going to be the main starting point for people who begin their journey here in Gridania. We will not worry about this. We will instead see that on the map, on the little mini-map here, you can see all these little dots. Those indicate to you target monsters that you are required to attack in order to complete a quest. And so we see some ground squirrels and little ladybugs, and so let's start beating these things up. You press X to highlight an enemy, and then you press X again if you want to initiate an attack, or you can hold down R2 and use whatever ability you have on the screen available to speed things up. Like in this instance, I use... Go away. I'm trying to get this stupid thing off my screen. I mean, if you don't mind, I'd like to explain how things work myself. Yeah, so if you go up to an enemy and engage it, hold down R2 in this case, and use circle to initiate the ability True Thrust. That's basically your special ability, and that will speed things up. And it's very hard for you to run out of the special abilities that you get, and we also gain an experience level. So now we're up to 3. So yeah, you can just use your special abilities over and over again, and it's very rare that you'll run out against an opponent in battle of your TP, your technique points. So yeah, just fight and slay at will. Yeah, don't... Oh, no. Oh, sure, well, I actually have to defeat another ground squirrel anyway, so... Yeah, I guess that's a good idea. It decided to sort of show itself, but yeah, I wanted to get this ladybug here. That's what I wanted to beat up. Alright, it's dead. But we haven't seen any fungwars yet. But we will, if we can go around the corner here. We should see some fungwars. Yes, here's the forest fungwar right here. And we need to slay 3 of them just like we did the other enemies. And so start beating this guy up. Yeah, as you can see, I could have come out here a lot sooner, but what would have been the fun in that? Alright, 2 more forest fungwars. And go. Yeah, start using that True Thrust ability to make you bleed through your points. And depending on what enemies you fight, you will not provoke any enemies nearby, unless there's a certain icon next to an enemy's name that says that it will be provoked if you get close to it. Alright, so we have accomplished everything we needed to do. So, with that taken care of, let's go right away back to the Lancers Guild, and I'll meet you guys back there. And we have returned now to the Lancers Guild, so let's go and talk with Guildmaster Uwain and let him know that we have completed his first task. Hello there, Guildmaster. So I trust you are back. Or, yeah, so you're back. I trust you have learned something of the essence of our art. A lancer learns best when he is doing, each thrust making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time, and never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. I would have you take this... Yeah, I would have you take with you this hunting log. Yeah, there we go. It bears the names of the creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. To be sure, there is no single way to master our art. The log serves to guide you should you find yourself in need of direction. That will be all for the present. Now take up your weapon, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. So the next Lancer quest will be available from Uwain upon reaching level 5. But for now, we will accept the reward of 100 experience points and a little bit of extras. Now, here's something that can be of benefit to you, the hunting log. I'll run through it just to give you an idea. Should have it somewhere. Yes, hunting log. So this tells you what you need to kill in order to complete a certain reward. As you noticed already, we've already defeated little ladybugs, ground squirrels, and forest fungwars. But those were outside of the requirements of those were within the context of a quest. Now that we have an actual hunting log, we can fight these enemies here again and get more experience points from them, because once we reach, like, for example, 3 kills with these various monsters, we'll get an extra reward of experience points. And if we can complete all of page 1, we get an experience reward of 2,500, but it is not easy because not all of these enemies are in the same area. There's some places where you're going to have to go a little bit further in order to find where exactly they are, and in some instances, like with these 2, you actually need to slay 3 of each of both of these monsters in order to get a reward, so it's not always black and white, as it were. But we have accomplished what we wanted to do here. So now that we have completed all level 1 and 2 quests, let's see what level 3 quests are available. Well, there is one right behind me, so we might as well go over here and speak with Boss Lons and take up his quest, Quarrels with Squirrels. Boss Lons of the Lancers Guild wants a fledgling adventurer to deal with a squirrel problem. Ah, fresh-faced adventurer, the very man or person I'd wish to meet. Well, nice to meet you too. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. The infernal pests have been squeezing in under our floorboards every eve for the past several moons and gnawing away at the support pillars. Well, that's not good. They've yet to inflict any serious structural damage, thank the builder, but I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter before the wood whalers or the gods quiver, hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who cannot dispatch such woodland nuisances is not worthy of the name, not here in Gridania at any rate. And you know what becomes of incapable adventurers. But perhaps it is best you do not. Yeah, indeed. The squirrels of which I spoke can be found in the central shroud. Return to me once you have disposed of them, assuming the task is not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it is not. And so we have accepted his quest. So I will meet you guys back over at the central shroud, where we'll start slaying a set of 6 ground squirrels. So be back in a moment. Oh, hello there to you too. Yes, so now we're back at the central shroud, so now we can start beginning to slay our 6 ground squirrels. Enemies will also have experience levels, but you're not required to fight enemy that is the same experience level as you are. You can fight enemies that are of a higher experience level as you, but of course they're going to be tougher to defeat. But as it stands right now for the ground squirrels, not so much, because I'm pretty much ripping right through them. Kind of through them like a hot knife through butter, or in this case a hot pole arm through butter. And we got another experience level, and you are in my way. Well, we got a new ability, but well, let's deal with the ground squirrels first. I mean, might as well, since we are doing quite well. Right, one more ground squirrel. Yes, you'll do, right down here. You will do quite nicely, so come on over to Papa and go! Yeah, I'm ripping right through you guys like crazy. You are nothing against me! And just like that, it's over. We got our 6 ground squirrels defeated. Alright, let's see this combos thing. Melee-oriented classes such as Gladiator and Marauder can chain together the weapon skills to deal additional damage or inflict additional enfeeblements to their targets. This is known as a combo. Combos are not available to Pugilists, as this melee class employs a unique weapon skill chaining system. So it basically tells you what you're capable of doing. So I think we're pretty good with what we got. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back over at the Lancers Guild to speak with Boss Lons and complete this quest. Okay, back at the Lancers Guild in order to complete this quest. So let's speak with Boss Lons. And so let's let him know that we've completed our task. The squirrels are dealt with then? Very good. I am pleased to see that you have proven yourself useful. What's that? You wonder what happens to adventurers who fail to complete such trifling tasks? Why, such sluggards soon find there's no place for them within the city. And where do they end up even after leaving Gridania? Well, you shall hear the truth of that before long. Well, do I even want to know? So yeah, this is another situation where we can get various options. We can choose to take one of the two types of armor that they are offering me, or I can take an item that is exchangeable for money. I can't really use either of these two as of yet because of the fact that I'm not experienced level 5, but I will take the leather Krakau's anyway since they do offer me more defense. So that's what we'll go with. So obviously I can't equip them yet until I get to experience level 5. Nonetheless, we are free to move on. So where shall we go next? Right, this one has a level 3 to it. Once bitten, twice shy. Let's go over there right now. So let's run like crazy. Running like crazy towards the Great Loam Growery, where we hope to get our next quest. Kitty Red, huh? Yeah, and strangely it has a tiny rat as its companion. Yeah, there are some instances and some quests where you can get a little companion. I've never understood what the companion does because I really don't know how to obtain them myself. I know you can get a voucher for one, but beyond that I'm really not sure. But I'm not really worried about that right now, quite honestly. I'm just good playing this game to as far as I can play it within 75 days. Alright, so all the way down here at the far end. And we're also approaching the Botanist Guild while we're here. So let's go over and press triangle to jump over the fence. Boom! Yeah, bit of a surprise for Ethelred. Let's see what she has to say. A botanist named Ethelred needs an adventurer to make a delivery on his behalf. Oh, sorry, your name made make me believe that you were a girl, but okay, you're a guy. Very well. God damn it, another adventurer. You're like flies on muck. Whatever did Gridania do to deserve such a plague, I don't know. Ugh. I suppose times are changing, and they keep telling me I should, and perhaps you might be. Oh, gods help me, just take this asimar rose to Woldu of Stillglade Fane, will you? Well, what are you still standing there for? Go deliver the bloody rose. Yes, I will do just that. But before we do that, we notice on the map that there's also an Ethernet shard here, so let's go ahead and make use of said Ethernet shard. So now we have access to another one, so I believe that was number 7. So now Ethernet access to the Botanist Guild, and now we can... Oh, and we now have gained new information. You've attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Gridania. The Blue Badger Gate and Yellow Serpent Gate are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. However, it should be pointed that those two are not actually accessible by Ethernet shards, as in there are no actual Ethernet shards there. You can teleport to those locations, but you cannot get to... There is no Ethernet shard for you to attune to. So we're just going to run like crazy over a bridge and over another in the hopes of finding the young person that we're seeking. And it looks like they are this direction. They're gonna be... yeah, they're gonna be down here. They're gonna be down here towards the end. So yeah, we've already attuned to this Ethernet shard. And here's Woldu right here. Oops. Sorry, wanted to speak to Woldu. Welcome, adventurer, to the Conjurer's Guild. Here we commune with the elementals and heed their guidance. Yet I must confess, the elementals did not whisper of your coming. Well, maybe they'll whisper once I give you your asimar rose. We did indeed request an asimar rose from Ethelred, but that you should bring it to us in his stead means that something wonderful has happened. Really. Ethelred has long held a grudge against the many adventurers who have passed through Gridania's gates. His beloved flowers are renowned for their beauty, you see, and were once so highly coveted by Uldan collectors that they were picked nigh to extinction by fortune-seeking foreigners. Yet, if it is peace we desire, we must all learn to look beyond mistrust born of the past and overcome our prejudices. So has the elder Seer taught us, and so do we live. I doubt it was easy for Ethelred to entrust this asimar rose to you. When he hears we have received it, he'll come to know that not all outsiders are deserving of scorn. Truly, it was by the will of the elementals that you came to us this day. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude. And so we get the experience points and 118 gil. And so that's another level 3 completed. Is this another 3? It is a 3. Let's go ahead and take this one too. I mean, it's close by, we might as well take it, right? So, run like crazy into the Stillglade Fane where the Conjurer's Guild is located. And yeah, we're going to be familiar with this person from day 2. This is Briar, who we helped on a level 1 quest. Essential Oil. Briar is busy with the preparations for the coming ceremony and needs an adventurer to bring her scarlet oil. Might you perchance be comfortable around Vilkin? If so, I have urgent need of your assistance. You see, I was preparing for the forthcoming auguries when I found, to my great embarrassment, that we lacked the requisite quantity of scarlet oil. If it is not too much to ask, I would be most grateful if you could resupply us in the time for the ceremony. Scarlet oil can be harvested from ladybugs, such as those found near the bannock. 6 of the Vilkin should yield the necessary amount. Pray return to me as soon as you have it. And so yes, we're going to be killing off more insects. And so I will meet you guys back over at the Black Shroud, where we will start slaying more enemies. So be right back. Alright, time for more mass murder. And let's say hello to Sathara Allura. That's quite an interesting name you have there, young lady. Alright, time to slay 6 ladybugs in order to get their scarlet oil. And they're off! And we're gonna crush these little ladybugs. They shall be simply crushed underneath my feet. Okay, I see what happened. The guy next to me actually killed one of those ladybugs that I was trying to get my hands on, so I guess we're having a bit of a contest to see which of us can kill more ladybugs, as it were. Thus we shall continue our slaying of these little insects. Yeah, who knew that a ladybug could actually be dangerous? Well, I guess in this game they made it that way. We've completed an entry in our Lancer's log because of the fact that we slayed 3 ladybugs. Alright, so need 2 more. Alright, one over here. It's trying to escape, but I won't allow it to happen. I forbid it! And down. Alright. One more to go. And boom. 1, 2, 3, and done. That's it. So, there we go. So, with the scarlet oil obtained, I'll see you back over at the Conjurer's Guild, where we will deliver the scarlet oil to Briar. I hope you love old school variety TV shows, because apparently someone named Hee Haw is here at the Conjurer's Guild. Yeah, how old are you enough to remember Hee Haw? Yeah, that was an old country music variety show back in the 80s and early 90s. Perhaps even longer than that, I don't know. I do remember it from my childhood though. So let's talk to Briar and give her scarlet oil. You are back. Have you procured the scarlet oil as I requested? Oh, yes, we did. 6 vials worth. Yes, everything appears to be in order. The ceremony may proceed as planned. I am grateful to the elementals for delivering you to us. Pray accept this small token of our appreciation. And so once again, we're given the option of various armor pieces, or we can get the mints, the currency minted for selling for gil. But I'm going to go with the leather gloves, because we will soon be getting to the point, in fact we are there right now, where we can equip them. Yes, we are now up to experience level 5. Yeah, so it hasn't taken us long to get there at all. So, one last check to see if there are any further 3s. Well, I know that Ywain's new quest is available, because I am at level 5. Okay, there appear to be no further challenges over here in the North Shroud, or in Old Gridania. I was going to say North Shroud, but that's not where I am. My mind was distracted by a piece of the map. In any event, I will go over now to the south end, And I will see you back in New Gridania to check for level 3 quests down there. Okay, so we're back at the Aetherite Plaza. Let's see if there are any level 3 quests down here in the south. Oh, we have a 4. Okay, those are 2 4s. And, oh crap, I can't remember her name. She has a level 4, the person leading the Carline Canopy, the Adventurers Guild. We have another 4 over here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like all 4s now. So we've completed all the 3s, so there were only 2 level 3s, that surprises me, but hey, I guess we accomplished what we had to do, so yeah, we're getting to this point now at experience level 5, so yeah, I guess we can bring day 3 to a close. And before I go, I should make an announcement, a reminder that this coming Wednesday, I will be streaming at 5 PM Eastern on twitch.tv/Novora_autism in support of World Autism Awareness Day, and I would certainly appreciate your support if you are able to make it out. So come on out and enjoy me playing on twitch.tv in support of World Autism Awareness Day, and I hope that you'll all enjoy yourselves. So, with that in mind, I'll step out of the way of these people who are coming into the Ethernet Plaza and bring this episode to a close. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will start taking on the level 4 quests that are available to us. And we may even take on the level 5 quest that Master Yuane has available for us as well. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.